Hello and good evening. Welcome to another session of our wonderful cook class. Now, as usual, when there's going to be any program, there's supposed to be someone who introduce the guest performer. So I'm going to introduce the guest performer, and he'll walk in right now. Hold on. But please, before I do that, remember to turn on your camera. For our guests today, he likes to see people. He doesn't want to just be speaking to screens. He wants to see your face. So kindly do us the honor and turn on the camera. And after you do that, I'll invite our guests into the house right now. Please, before I do that, remember to turn on your camera. For our guests today, he likes to see people. Right. He doesn't want to just be speaking to screens. He wants to see your face. So kindly do. I don't want to hear you. All right. So introducing the guest performer. All right. So today for our cook class, we have a consultant, a cooking coach, and the name happened to be Isaac Amoya. And watch. Ta-da! Welcome to another edition of our wonderful cook class. It's always exciting meeting you on Thursdays at 6 p.m. as usual. And right here, we are in the studios of GB Health Solutions. And today is going to be a wonderful session. In the next 45 minutes, we are going to have some wonderful dessert prepared right here. And today we are going to give out some vouchers to win some amazing gifts. And all that you have to do is please turn on your cameras. I'll be watching, and anyone who turns on the camera stands a chance to win something amazing. From now to the end, we will be watching you. All right, so once again, welcome into another edition of our cook class. Now let's go straight into our what we are preparing today. Today we are doing oat cake. So we are preparing our oat cake today with no flour, no sugar, but it's going to be something wonderful, something that you want to treat the family with. It's love season, and you need to give the family some love cake. And today I'm going to give you some oat cake. Now we're also going to do some apple biscuits, apple oat biscuit. You will love to just watch and prepare these simple recipes right in your home. And for us to really enjoy our cakes and biscuit with, I'll be spending some few minutes to show you how to prepare homemade soya milk. Homemade. All within the next 45 minutes. And then I'll also show you how to do some soya kebab as well too. So we have 4 amazing things all done within the space of 45 minutes. Let's straight away go and look at our recipes quickly. So for today, for our oat cake and our oat apple, as the name suggests, we need whole grain oats. So we have some oats here. I have some soya milk. We have some cranberries. We have in there as well to crushed almond milk, almond nuts. And I have some blueberries here as well too. We have salt. Then we have sweetener. So sweetener, those that want to replace their sugars, we get this one from the mall. If you don't want to use the maple syrup, we have a sweetener as well too. Then we have our baking powder in there because I'm going to do some baking. And then we have some strawberries also here. We have an apple, egg, lemon, and some olive oil and soya milk prepared right here. Great. Now let's go. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is prepare our oat cake. And for the oat cake, we need oats, and then we need our milk. So I'm going to measure 1 cup of oats. So it's going to be, remember to keep your cameras on and just share with me if you are loving the recipes that are going to be done, and tell me how long you've been using your Salad Master Specialist Healthy Cooking System and the benefits for you and the family. Now, also remember to invite your friends onto the call to learn some amazing recipes. So I have 1 cup of oats. Now I'm also going to measure 2 cups of soya milk. So you can use any milk, but for me, I'm a vegetarian, so I prefer to use soya milk. And so I have some soya milk here. Okay. So, okay. 1 cup. Okay, I want 200 ml. So that's 1. And then I'll just add another 200 ml. Okay. Great. So 8. Great. Then all I have to do is just to stir. Let me get some tissue to clean the environment. I love to clean as I cook. All right. So I'm just going to mix this together. Okay. I think my milk I'll be adding half cup of oat to this because of the quantity I want to do the cookware. I'm going to use a bit big. So I just need half more cup. So I'm doing 1.5 cups of oats to 400 ml. Okay, great. So I'm just going to allow this to sit for the next 5 minutes as I prepare my other ingredients. So this sits at the side. Great. Then I'll need so I want to just mix my egg, my baking powder. Now this is what we're going to do the base of the cake. So we need 3 eggs. Okay. Okay. Very simple recipe. So it's cake baked without, can I get a spoon, please? I think I need a spoon. Okay. So I have some sweetener here. This is like a tablespoon. Now these are the sweeteners. They come in these small sizes. So we have to pour a lot to be able to get a tablespoon. And so this is a tablespoon of sweetener. It goes in. Then I'm just going to add a pinch of salt. a pinch of salt. So I'm just grabbing the spoon so I can get, okay. So just a pinch of salt to add. Then I have my baking powder. Okay. I need like 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Okay. Then I'm just going to mix everything together. So just like baking your cake, and you have to cream the eggs and then all those margarines, that's exactly what we're also doing here. Okay, so I want to make sure everything is cream well. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I want that consistency in my mixture. And as you can see, we are getting the consistency. It's coming. Okay. All right. And you can see that you've been able to get that consistency in there. And once again, if you want to know what this consists of, a 3 eggs, a pinch of salt, 1 tablespoon of sweetener, and then a baking powder. That is all that we have in here. And we have the consistency in here. So now you've been able to achieve what we are looking for. And all that we are going to do is just add this to the oats and the milk that we mixed earlier on. Okay. Okay. So I just make sure I want some consistency also in here. Okay. Okay. All right, let me just get rid of this so I can get enough space to do what I want to do. Okay. So now I just add my cream in this. Make sure there's also a lot of consistency in there. Chururu, chururu. Okay. So we got our consistency, and that's all that we need to do. The next thing is just to preheat our pan and then pour it in there, just cover. The normal baking world, you have to use your oven. Today, I'm going to be baking right from the stove top, and that's the first thing that will go on the fire. Okay. So I just want to heat that. As it's heating, because I told you I'll be doing a lot of things on the go, so I'll just allow this to sit here 1 minute, and then I'll be moving on to the next item quickly, and that will be our oats apple biscuits. So I want the pan to just preheat, and I'll pour everything in there. Now, for our oats apple, I have some few things that I will be adding. So it's still oats. Today is just everything about oats, oats, oats. So I'm just giving you different ways for you to use your oats. So I'm going to use the oats. I have some cranberries. I have crushed almond nuts. If you have walnuts, you can also add it. And then I'll be using some. I have 3 apples here. And then I have my lemon. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is Thank you. I think the fire went off. All right, so welcome, Auntie Faustina. I see Mr. Fred. Take call. Welcome. Welcome, Auntie Celia. Auntie Bridget, you are welcome. iPhone, I don't know who is it, but welcome. Auntie Peggy, Margaret, Akusua Danso, Angela, Paul. We welcome everybody to our wonderful kitchen. Keep your cameras on till the end for some wonderful gifts this evening. So for our oat apple, I'm just needing some oats as usual. So I'm going to get, let me say, a cup of oats. Today is everything oats. You're going to just love what you're going to see. Okay, it goes into my, make sure everything stays. Come out. I'm going to just get some cranberries in. Okay, I think it's enough. I'm just going to add some crushed almond nuts. Okay, very simple recipe. Now the secret to get this bind together is where we are going to use our apple and our lemon. So very simple. We are going to, so I have these 3 apples here. You just need them to be blended together with some lemon juice. And I have an amazing assistant here. So I'm just going to, so just 1 lemon juice, blend them together for me. We'll mix it up and then it also goes straight onto the fire. Now, remember to keep your cameras on. Today we are doing 4 items, 4 recipes within the next 45 minutes. We started with our oats cake. The oats cake, and then the next thing we're going to do is okay. So I think my fire is hot enough. So what I'm just going to do is just dump everything inside now. Okay. Okay. So now our pot, our Salad Master Specialist cooking system is hot enough. And I just like baking anything, I'm just going to put okay. And then I'll use some blueberries. I have some blueberries here. And I have some strawberries also here. And I'm just going to put them straight on. Okay. Okay. Just add 1 more. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to turn our fire to the low and then allow this to bake through. Okay. So it should go to the lowest. I hope Good. And then we just cover it and allow this to bake through. So I'm just covering it. Okay. So we are going to blend the apple with lemon juice in it. And so as Shay is doing that, I'm just going to talk about this. You can finish blending, and then we talk about what we have here, and then our blended apple and lemon. You don't want it that soft to be too soft, so that's why we are using the lemon. You don't want it to just a little to just mix everything up. Okay. Okay. With a little more of my apple lemon blend. Okay. Okay. Now remember to keep the cameras on till the end to be able to enter into the draw for today and invite as many people onto the call to just watch. Today, I'm just going to use 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, great. Mix everything together. All right. And where we've gotten to, I'll be using my hands. So just need to wash my hands clean before I touch. Okay. Preheated. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to form it to the shapes I want. But because of the water in there, I'm just going to allow my oil to sit a little so I can really use my hands to form it. And there we go. Can I get some tissue to clean around, please? All right. Now the next thing we're going to do, we chose to work behind the scene on this. It's a soya milk. Now, as you all know, working with soya beans is a bit tedious. So we started the whole activity from yesterday. And the first thing that we did was getting our soya bean and sorting out all the unwanted things out. And then this morning, we had to soak the soya bean for, I have some visitors around today too. We have to soak our soya bean for about 12 hours. So right from 6 a.m. to this evening. Then we used a lot of water to crush the soya bean to take away all the chaff from the soya bean. We blended it And then we took time off to get, can I get that thing to show them? We got something like a lace. They have cheesecloth. So we use this cheesecloth to help her to sieve out the soya milk from the chaff. Now, we are going to do two things in one. I'm just going to pour a bit of the soya milk here, and we are going to turn that into soya milk. Then I'll pour a little here, and that becomes soya kebab. And I'll show you how that is done. So I just need to, I hope I can pour. The visitors in the house decided to trouble me. I hope I can pour. Okay, so that's pure soya. Good. Okay, and then the rest, I'll use them for my kebab. Now, working with soya bean is a bit tedious, let me see. So all that we are going to do is, I'll cover the one for the, cover them, fire on, but this is where the trick will come in. Just watch. One, I have to keep on stirring it through. The other, I can just leave it to boil. So with a kebab, I can leave it to be on the fire for as long as possible. But for the milk, I have to make sure I'm consistently stirring to make sure it doesn't form any lumps, because immediately it does, we have failed the activity. So let me just get this to stir my milk. And I have to stir it, making sure that it stirs consistently throughout. But for our kebab, I don't need to. That is the secret. Now, when the other one I'm going to use for the kebab boils, I'll then will drop in, for those that they sell outside, they use what they go to a pharmacy and buy Epsom salt. But in place of Epsom salt, I'm just going to use lemon juice and salt to replace the Epsom salt, to have it clot together, and then you have the shape as a tofu, and then you cut it, and then you have your soya kebab as well too. So now that this on the fire, I want 1,000. I want to begin to form my biscuits. So they are just soya, pure oats with just apple. Yes, apple. And then I have mine. Please, you can come around. I'm just going to use a bad boy today to bake my biscuits. So shaping it to the shape that I want. And then I just drop it in. Now, normally you would have used some oil in there, but today we just chose to use just okay. Now, anytime you see that for like 2 minutes, I've forgotten to stir through my milk, do remind me of that, because if I don't, it can turn to something else. So after this one, I'll come back and stir through mine. Now remember, this year is our healthiest year, and whatever we are doing is to help you and everybody to stay healthy, not just in terms of eating well, but being healthy also in your pocket as well too. So if you want to enjoy some healthy cookies, there's a better option for you. I just need one. Just one. And just add a pinch of salt. Okay. Okay. So little by little, I'll just do the next two and then the rest will be done backstage for those who are in-house to enjoy, so that we can continue with the other things. So remember, in the just less than, what's the time now? In 32 minutes, we have 4 things on the fire, and that's what Salad Master can really help you to do. Now, preparing the soya milk, remember I made mention that we have to really work on the soya bean behind the stage, because a lot of work, especially sieving through the chaff to get the milk we are looking for. Okay. I think I'm okay for now. And then I'll just cover it. So I want to cover through and then just bake it. The next 5 to 10 minutes, we just go back and turn. All right. So any comments in the chat? A lot of comments. Gloria says, so much interesting stuff to learn today. Wow, well done. I love Salad Master. That from Samuel. That makes 2 of us. I'm loving this. Okay. Angela say, yum, yum. Wow, so beautiful and looks yummy. Good evening. Please, this is the oats ground. Looks yummy. Is there a question, please? The oats grounded? No, please. It's just whole grain oats. Yes. So let me start through my milk. Now, remember, as I made mention, if you don't do this consistent, continuous stirring the milk, before you realize it's turned to something else. You just want to make sure that we are keeping the consistency in it as well too. What else? I don't need to worry so much about my kebab. I need that one to boil, and then I'll just add my lemon juice with a pinch of salt, and it will just form. That's how simple and how easy to just prepare Okay. Now we'll be done in some few minutes. I told you 45 minutes. Then we are out of here. Trust me, Salad Master makes everything easy and amazing to do. So if you want to get yourself some soya milk, don't worry. It's easy to do. So just making sure that I'm just getting the consistency in there. Now, look at what is happening to the other one. It's really boiling. That's what we're looking for, to boil. So I'll just allow it to boil small. And then we have 1 lemon juice squeeze and a pinch of salt in it. When I drop it into the liquid as boiled, it begins to form. You see all the water going to one side and the clotted soya bean joining together. We just drain it, put some heavy cloth on it to get it bind together, and voila, we have our soya kebab. So, okay. Let's check on our charts. My visitors in the house are not giving me the space, but it's good. They wanted to visit. You know, vegetarians like animals, so the instant also saw that today is Vegetarian Day, so they decided to pass by to say hello to their good friend. Hello. All right. Okay. All right. I don't need a risk. Okay, good. So now this is what I was looking for. From the soya milk, the kebab part, then I'll just drop in, pour in. This is a mixture of lemon juice and a pinch of salt. Now, normally, those who do it for commercial purpose and sell, they will use Epsom salt, but today want to go the healthiest way. So I'm just adding that. Okay. And just watch the few minutes what is going to happen. Okay. Don't worry, we're going around very soon to expect what we are expecting. Good. Good. Yes. Can I get something else? Something. Yeah. I think the fire is too much. Where is it? Okay, I'll just okay, that's coming. That's coming. Okay, good. All right. Okay. The fire is off. All right. Okay, so this visitors today, I don't know why. Of all the days, this is the day you choose to come here. Okay. Good. All right. Let me leave this to just sit to board small. Let's check what is happening here. Okay. So as you can see, can I get another ladder to just show them how this is forming all together? So very soon you can see it's forming, the cloth is going one side, and then the water will be coming out. Yes. Then the water will just go to one side, and then we just use the same cloth that we used to sieve the beans to just sieve it through, and then we get our milk in there. Now let's go around and check on Charlie. Let's go around and check on our cake and then our biscuit as well too. So let's see what else. Okay. Ooh. Our biscuit is baking. Our cake. Oh, see. Today I want to just enjoy some biscuits. So my mouth is all biscuit. Okay. Great. I think now it's time for us to really flip it and turn to the other side. And you have some biscuits, cookies, but it's a healthy cookie. This year, no junk food, no polu biscuit, or no polu biscuit. Half salad master homemade biscuits. Okay. So if you can really see as the milk is cooking, the color is changing. Can the camera come close? You can see that we've moved from that whitish color to something creamy. It means that, yes, we are getting there very soon, and we'll be there. Now let's check on our, good. Okay. Now look at this. Is the camera in? If you can really see, you can see that now the milk has changed into water. And all this is what we need for the soya milk. So all that we have to do now is just wait some few seconds, take this off, get a very nice cloth, cheese, what do you call it? What's the name? Cheesecloth, anything that can really help you see through. Drop everything and just get some heavy objects to press through to get everything compacted. Then you can get the tofu shape and then you can cut them. And now you can do whatever you want to do. You can fry, you can use for a soup, anything that you want to do. But that's how simple to do a soya kebab or what we call tofu as well too. And it's homemade. And that is ready for us to go out. So for us to put that together, this is where the magic is. So if you can help me with the cheesy cloth. Now, first, let's get a cloth. So I'm turning the fire off. And then, great. So he's going to help me do this. We are pouring everything in. So you can see. I'll take that thing. This is that out. Okay. It's very hot, but we want to make sure all the. So this is where you have to apply common sense. Don't mind me, eh? Yes. So you see how the water has just come out of the milk. This is how simple it is to make soya kebab, but you see the work involved. It's no small work. So when you are buying, please respect them, eh? Yes. So now everything comes up. Please come green. So we just need to get some heavy objects and then let it press this. And as it presses, brings out all the water. And then I wish we can do it so that the water will fall. So, okay. Wow. Yes. So something to just press. If you know how to do the gari, you understand this method better. So just to get all the water in there to press it out. Yes. So as many objects that you can just get it there. And when all the water is out, you cut into the shape that you want, and then you are good. Okay. I don't have any other objects in there. Okay. Did you get a tenner? Okay, where's the tenner, please? Okay, so we want to just turn our biscuits. It's not bent. Okay. Okay. So, okay. You get the other side to also become, and we are good. Now, this is our healthiest year of eating, and we want to eat some healthy biscuits. Okay. So allow the other side to you can see how beautiful this looks. Tell me, how does it look like? Eh? Great. All right. So let's just work on our milk. The next few minutes, I'll be just bringing that one off the fire as well too. And we are good. to go. Okay. So in 45 minutes, we've done 4 things. Yeah, we are done. We are done. No, they're asking whether we are done. We are done. That's how simple. That's how simple it is. So for your milk, if you do sugar, fine. After you let it cool, add your sugar. If you don't do sugar, you can add your maple syrup. You can add your sweetener, whatever will make you comfortable. Add it to it. Just chill it. Or you can get some ice cube into it, and you have something to enjoy the cake with. Let me look at how our cake is really coming through. Ooh. I need it to, I think the base is cooked well. I want to increase my fire a little bit, not to burn, but to help the cooking process faster, and we are good. How is our soya kebab doing now? You can bring it closer so they see it. And then I'll be wrapping through with some announcement, and then great. So the heavy objects are still on. Now you can see how this, so these are the heavy objects. You can pack as many things. If you have a blog in the house, you can add a blog, 50-inch blog, everything in there. But see how simple this was, but not that simple. A lot of work has to go in. So now, if you take this out, voila! Ooh, there we go. We got a tofu. Ooh, that is it. Thank you for it. And this is it. So from here, you can carve it into the shapes that you want. And then you can fry, you can steam, you can grill, whatever you want to do with it, you can really do it. How simple was that? Tell me, did you love it? Gloria is asking, what is polu? Gloria, polu is anything that is cooked outside salad master specialist cooking ware. It's polu. It will go into your body and distort a lot of things in there. All right. So I think our milk is also almost ready. I'll just cover it a little bit, let it just pour through, and then just bring it off. We check our biscuits. Ooh. We check our biscuits. And I think we are good. Ooh. I will just allow that to brown a bit. But that's how simple this is. Let's go through some announcements after I'll show you everything together, and then we'll come and do some testing. So the first thing we are going to see is a short video on the limited edition. March is here. Yay! And March always comes an exciting piece. And if you want to be the first to see that, just watch the screen. Watch. So the first thing we are going to see is a short video on the limited edition. March is here. Yay! And March always comes an exciting piece. And if you want to be the first to see that, just watch the screen. Watch. So the first thing we are going to see is a short video on the limited edition. March is here. Yay! And March always tell them exciting things. And if you want to be the first to see that, just watch the screen. Watch. So the first thing we are going to see is a short video on the limited edition match is here. Yay! The match always tells them exciting things. And if you want to be the first to see that, just watch the screen. Watch our limited edition. How beautiful was that? If you love what you see, let's get started. Let me see your comments in the chat. One day, say, I am in for this. Say, just put in the chat, I am in for this. I am getting one. Are you? If it's you, put in the chat that you are getting one as well. Now, how do you get it if you are in? Now let me see those who are saying our limited edition. I'll show them how to get it. If you love Kerry, okay, says I am in for it. iPhone says I'm in for this. I'm in for this. Great. Now let's get started. If you love this and you want it, say I am in for this. And because you are in for this is how simple it is for you to get one. For all our cherished new clients who are going to invest in Sarah Master, we are saying that invest in Sarah Master, a Ghana basket and above, and the tip essential hand in addition. So from Ghana basket and above, you get that. If you are a existing client, all that you have to do is refer us your friends and family to the Sarah Master presentation. With one investment in Ghana basket, get it? Have one for yourself. It's a booking partner. We are saying that if one referral investment at the first half, you earn the petite essential pan in addition. And is that right on Monday? From Monday, if you invest in Sarah Master, you get it. From Monday, you refer us to any have one for yourself. Invest with it. If you can buy and above, you get one. They also get one. If you're a booking partner and your referrer, one of your referrals buys or investing at the first and above, you get one as well as easy as that. And that is from I see Nakoma saying that I am a winner. Indeed, you are a winner and you are getting one for yourself. Wow. The next announcement. Great. So when we started, I told you, don't say I didn't tell you. I told you just keep your cameras on from the beginning to the end, and you can get some amazing, something amazing. Did you keep your cameras on? So now we know those who kept the cameras. Don't turn yours on now. Don't turn it on. Keep the camera off. Because we know those who turn it on and kept it up to date. And what they are reading is $50 worth of shopping voucher. $50 or 50 American dollars. And we are saying that you can use that to shop in the Salad Master gallery. And look at the things that you can use that to shop. You can either shop for 11-inch square meter. You can shop for a 3-piece mixing bowl set. The tea kettle. Just keeping your camera on of shopping. Entitled to $50 to invest dollars or to shop for a tea kettle. A 12-inch deep dish and 7-piece 2 set. This one. And look at it. Let's keep your cameras on. Did you do that? Shop for it. Fine. If you didn't do it, we know those who kept it on. So don't worry. I know this. I watched. Don't worry. So we will be mentioning names very soon. Just that you're kept in there. And if you did, we'll give you a number to just call the office, and your shopping voucher will be given to you. The 12-inch deep dish and 7. Now this Saturday we are going to have another life-changing event. It's going to be massive. It's going to be big. It's going to be bombastic. And we want you to come to the office here. We'll give you some water to drink. We'll give you some drinks to drink. We'll give you some food to eat as we all watch this LCD together. If you are not able to, don't worry. You can also join us via Zoom. But the requirement is very simple. Make sure you have a touch of red. It can be a red pen, a red, anything red. You can even paint your room red for the event. We will love you. If you can change your curtains and have everything red around you, we will love you. Please stay here and watch this short video. If you are not able to, don't worry. But the requirement is very simple. Make sure you have a touch of red. It can be a red pen, anything red. You can even paint your room red for the event. We will love you. If you can change your curtains and have everything red around you, we will love you. Please stay here and watch this short video. All right, so we are done. And this is, in fact, this is what we've done so far. We want to invite you to our Legends Night every Monday at 6 p.m. right in our GBHS office. All right, so we are done. On with the number on the screen. 055 2477 365. Now let me just read it out like how the pastor read it on TV. 055 2477. We want to invite you to our Legends Night every Monday at 6 p.m. right in our GBHS office. All right, so we are done. 2477 on with the number 365. 055. You can RSV 477. These numbers, and let me just read it out like for you. Every Monday at 6 p.m. is fun. The atmosphere is enlightening, and you will love to be part of us. Let's join us. 77. We want to invite you to our Legends Night now, every Monday at 6 p.m. right in our office. All right, 2 in class 7 every Thursday at 6 come out 055. You can RSV 477 and Indian. We've gone to China. We've gone to Senegal. We've been to Mali, Nigeria, Ghana. We've been to all the parts of just come into your home and fall in love with a variety around the world. So every time, let's The next one that's coming next month is going to be bigger and better, because every week gets better and better and better. And today, for our raffle winners, I told you, we saw you. It's finished. No, don't turn your cameras on. Don't turn them on. Those that kept their cameras on, next one is next month. Congratulations. You are really the expensive US dollar, Obama dollar, and today, shopping voucher. Today, Mama Cecilia Magala, you are also in. Thank you for keeping your cameras. Show you out the show. Auntie Sarah, you did this. Thank you so much. We love you for keeping your cameras. Don't turn them on. On as well. Hey, Mama Augusta, if nobody wants it, I'm not sure that this one. Oh, Augusta, you are in. You are in. Thank you for keeping your cameras. As always, Mama Rosemont Kofi, thank you for keeping your cameras. I told you, all of them, don't turn yours on now. Mr. Fred, Sarah, thank you, Daddy, for keeping your camera on as well. Shop in our shopping gallery. And then we have Auntie Peggy and Mama Belinda. Uncle, thank you for keeping your cameras on. You've won yourself a shopping voucher, not Ghana, but America, Bush Clinton, US dollars. Yes, I told you, next time, just keep your cameras on, and you can read a television. You can win a car. You don't know. Just keep your cameras on. Thank you for keeping your cameras on. Now, let's come and wrap everything up. Today, we promise you that we are going to do 4 items in the space of 45 minutes. Now, today, I don't have Kwame by here, so I didn't get a testing officer. And you see my face. I'm very fair. So when I eat on screen, if I'm not careful, I'll become dark. So I chose not to eat on screen. I want to remain fair for you today, so don't worry. So we promise you that I'm going to do a soya milk. Now, just watch. This is homemade soya milk without the preservatives. And you can add anything to it to enjoy it. We also showed you very simple how you can make your tofu. And with this one, you can cut them into shapes that you want. And can I get a knife to show them how easy this is? If somebody is doubting that they can really cut this into the shape that they want. And this is what you have been seeing the ladies sell on the street. So just cut it. See how beautiful this looks like. You see how beautiful? This is homemade tofu, pure from Salad Master. No toxins in there. And this can be in your freezer for a very long time. And you can use for everything. So you can just cut them into the shape that you want. And then we have our soya milk, soya kebab. How simple was that? So that we also did. And then we had our cake, which will be taken out and show the picture. Pure oats cake, no flour, no sugar in it. And then we had our biscuit, and just watch. Now, when you break this, see how juicy this looks. Simple things for you. Maybe, no matter, I don't eat on screen. Pardon me. Let me try this one and see whether if I become dark as fair as I am. I can't just imagine adding my soya milk to this biscuit. Now, I want to say thank you for joining us this evening, going through these 4 recipes within 45 minutes. Yes, we did it within 45 minutes. Very simple to do. But please, quick information. For all those names that we called for winning the $50 US voucher, call the office. Now your voucher expires on the 14th of March. By the close of day 14th of March, if you don't claim your voucher and if you don't use it, it expires. So please, as quickly as possible, get in touch with your cooking coaches and please let them get you to the office so you can claim your $50 US shopping voucher. We'll be happy to have you on Monday coming in and picking it up. We'll be happy to have you. So please, from Auntie Augusta to, I'm just going over the names again as quickly as possible. I remember Auntie Augusta. I remember Auntie Peggy. I remember Mr. Fred Tiako. I remember Auntie Cecilia. I can't see it. Okay, we have, I'm just going over the names again as quickly as possible. I remember Auntie Augusta. I remember Auntie Peggy. I remember Mr. Fred Tiako. Please, I remember Auntie contact the cooking coaches and they will get you a shopping voucher. But as I told you, we'll be very happy to have you on here Monday, picking them up as well too. Now, on that note, now to sign off, I'm just going over the names again as quickly as possible. God bless you for spending your evening with us. I remember Auntie Augusta. I remember right here from the studios of Gbhs, Salad Master, Teshi Nungwa, Accra. Have a very wonderful evening, a blissful one, and let's keep on changing life. This year is going to be your healthiest year. God bless you, and on that, bye-bye.